There's one. Awesome. Just fishing a brown and yellow bucktail jig tonight. Jigging it real slow, undulating it across that soft current break out there. A little walleye. Cool. There's one. Awesome. 2 casts later. That's what I'm talking about. Still just fishing that brown and yellow. It's one of my favorite all-around colors. Covers more situations than any other color combo that I fish. At least in the places I fish, in the conditions I fish them. It's not perfect, but it does a pretty good job all around. Another walleye. Cool. There's one. This backwash here, you probably kind of see it where the backwash starts right there. That's the corner of it. It makes this this eddy, and that eddy has I don't know what I'm calling a soft current break, like a sort of current break that's not very well defined, and that's where a lot of these fish stack up, between this fast riffly water and the slack water that's eventually going the other direction. There'll be fish scattered in other places, especially because it's spring, but oftentimes these current breaks will hold a good concentration of fish. So I'll just work that jig in whatever way they're responding to bass today. It seems like this slow jigging's working pretty well so far, but I'll work that jig through that current break over and over again. Another walleye. That was a nice tap. That was right in the current too. I was just ticking it along there, kind of trying to play the current to my favor. This is hard to get the jig to the 1/8 ounce to dive deep in this sort of current, so I was giving it a lot of slack and just giving it little ticks. That's awesome. 4th fish. Snazzy. Another walleye. No bass yet. Nice, perfect looking walleyes though. There's one. Hit it on the fall there. Sweet. You know, walleye in spring are pretty aggressive, so you know, it's harder to keep them off the hook. they'll respond to a lot of jigging styles. This is my jigging style for bass, usually. Keeping it off the bottom and undulating it through the current, and that's what I'm doing right now for bass, but it's going to be hard to keep the walleyes off because they're so aggressive. Yep, another walleye. This one's a little more feisty. Oops. It's a better sized one. 18-incher. Two rocks and then a fish. They're so loud when they snap on it. Like, I mean loud in how they feel. You can feel it all the way up the line. The difference between walleyes and rocks are they really make a hard snap when they bite, if you know what I mean. It's more shallow up there, so I gotta kind of bounce it a little bit. I can't really do my slow jigging thing. Oh man, another walleye. That's almost the same size as the last one. Maybe half an inch smaller. There's one. I felt it, but I kind of waited on the tap because it was so light. Thought it might have been a rock. Sometimes that happens. Probably something to do with the having a lot of line out and a little bit of bend in it. This current really makes all these fish feel a lot stronger than they are. It's a pretty strong current. Yep, it's another walleye, I think. Shoot. Fighting like a pickerel. There you go. Yep, another 15 and a half.